All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, February 4th, set today by Imogen, the more difficult version of Vulcan. Let's see what Imogen has for us. In the past, cutter put out stern first. I think the definition must be in the past. Long ago would fit, but then let me put it in, what would the wordplay be? I'm wondering if stern first might be a very clever reversal indicator. No, I don't see anything backwards there. Cutter could be a knife, saw. No, I don't. I don't like it. All right, let's try the downs. Out of hospital, clear of depression. Wow. Yeah, I don't get that. Some may catch one tampering with fruit tree. Some could indicate a hidden clue, but yeah, we're not going to have 6 letters within, yeah. But is the definition of fruit tree or maybe just a tree? Some may catch one. I'm wondering if a word for some is going to go around an I for one. And then tampering with fruit, maybe anagramming a short fruit. No. They may relieve tension and are but be sad to do this. All right, I think the straight definition is they may relieve tension. Must be a plural. Unfortunately, the S is not crossed, so that wouldn't help us, but something jokes might relieve tension. And then be sad to do this with a question mark. I'm thinking that's some joking definition or meaning of the words. Something down? No. Shed tears over Queen's grave. Well, shed tears could be cry. I'm wondering if a crypt could be a grave, although it would mean one across the 3-letter word would end in a C. And then how is PT a queen? Yeah, but maybe, queen can be R, ER, Q, of course, QU. No. Seek pleasure in a grand house kept up and not empty. Ooh, not empty, I think might be the word not without the O in the middle. So maybe this ends in NT, and it's going to mean seek pleasure, I think. Maybe just seek. Maybe we put a word for pleasure. A grand house could be a manor, and I'm thinking kept up might be a reversal of the manor. That would be Ronam. What else could a grand house be? Castle, of course. Oh, or it could be a grand can be G or K or M, and house can be HO. No. A city rises from the ashes. Oh my goodness. What is this? Yeah, that certainly sounds like a reversal of A plus city, and all of that backwards, I think. Or maybe A followed by a three-letter city backwards. But what is from the ashes, like a phoenix? No. Wrong about a bit of news fodder. I think the definition must be fodder with a word for wrong going around a bit of news. Oh, sorry about that. Might just be the N. Or wrong might be an anagram indicator. I don't think so. All right, time we get off this planet. Time might be T, we get off. Don't know what that could be. This planet, Earth 1. Maybe it's another planet, I suppose. It doesn't have to be Earth, this planet. No. Oh my goodness, Imogen is really perplexing today. Seeing they help girls, give them a good start. Well, give them a good start sounds like wordplay. Maybe even that's just saying put a G for good in front of girls. I'm wondering if the definition could be seeing they help. Ah, yes. It's just a funny way of saying they help you to see. And definitely they help me to see. Well, the girls are lasses, and you put the G to give them a good start, and you get glasses. All right, finally. So maybe this is. Oh, yeah, just thinking about NT at the end. Yes, it's G for grand, a villa. Oh, in fact, a villa is reversed or kept up, and then the NT, the not empty, to gallivant, to seek pleasure. All right, so this is a. No, that's wrong. Oh, wrong we've seen can be sin, a wrong, a sin. Could that go about some, like a news headline or an article, a column to make fodder? Or maybe a cattle feed word. No, and this, it doesn't begin with T, time. We get off this planet. No, all right. Peace and quiet in a number of families. Well, quiet can be P for music, so I wonder if we put P. I don't know what a number of families would be. I don't think it's a number of families, but is it then going to mean peace? No. Her career progresses by leaps and bounds. I'm thinking this one is just a cryptic definition, and it might be a ballerina. All right. Cushy number, creating alternative to sauce boat. I think if you have it easy, you are on the gravy train, which might be an alternative to a sauce boat. Disgusted expression as one pulls rabbit's head out of sack. All right, well, I think rabbit's head is the R, the first letter. We remove that from a four-letter word for sack to give a disgusted expression. I'm wondering if, as opposed to the expression on your face, maybe it's just something you say when you're disgusted, like ugh, we had recently UGH. Oh, I think sack, it's not a bag. I think it's if you sack somebody or fire them and remove the R, you get fi, which might be an old-fashioned expression when you're disgusted. All right, is this fodder? Oh, of course, fodder can have a more general meaning, but wrong about, oh, maybe wrong about A. S-A-I-N? I can't think of a word. Bit of news, fodder. No. Oh, the time where we finally got off our planet, I suppose, was the start of the space age. I like that. All right, on March, noticing English have left is disheartening. I think it may be disheartening and be another ing word. March might be just MAR. Noticing English. Oh, I think maybe a word for noticing, which would be another ing, but we remove an E for English from it. Disheartening. Oh, demoralizing? Yeah, I think a march, I think it's a very English term, British term, a demo. I do remember in the 70s there were a lot of demos against nuclear arms, etc. So that's demo. And then noticing, I think, is realizing, but without the English E, it is demoralizing, I think. Yep, all right. About to take pew, shy, after sisters beginning to chant this. All right, I think it's going to be something you chant, but I don't know what that is. I think about might be an anagram indicator. I was going to say to take pew, shy, plus sisters beginning would be an S, but that would be the wrong number of letters, I think. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if shy, if you're one shy, I think it might be pew without the W. So maybe it's to take PE and S. And in fact, the way it's worded, it sounds like the anagram goes after sisters beginning. And I do think it might be stop something, chant this. We'll come back to it. Secret message doesn't start in verse. Ooh. Yeah, I don't see that at all. Value, bus lane, traveling, regularly eases. Well, bus lane is 7 letters, and if that is traveling or anagrammed, and then we need 3 letters, which I think are going to come from the odd letters of eases, which would be ESS. So, yeah, I think if it's value the noun, then I think it's going to end in NESS. I'm not seeing it. Value. No, I'm going to have to come back to that one. Soldier near failing, consumed by pity. So I think it's going to be a soldier. I think we're going to have the word near anagrammed or failing, and that's going to be consumed or surrounded by a word for pity. It would have to be 5 letters for pity. Now I need something for that. I'm not straight in the feet. Wow. I don't get that at all. I was wondering though if you were supposed to read it, I'm not straight, and I thought of biped, but that has too much, I think, of an overlap between the wordplay and the definition. Yeah, uh, but that would be a good start, excuse me, to a clue. All right. Bureaucracy. Well, I immediately see 3, 4, and for bureaucracy, think of red tape, but offers old advice about where to find water. No, I don't see red. Oh, I think I do. I think you find the water in a tap, and the word rede goes about it. And I think that must be an old word for advice. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, it's an old word for to give advice to or to give counsel to. All right, one coming from nowhere puts out pictures. Yeah, I don't get that. All right, where did I leave off here? Gloom and doom, crushing popular run of programs. Well, popular is usually in. I'm wondering if run of programs might be series. Gloom and doom. Yes, almost like miseries, or I think it might be some form of that, but I'm not seeing it. Go en masse to perform, sticking to the script. All right, so go en masse has 9 letters, so I think we're going to anagram that. And it's going to mean, according to the script, I think it must be on message. Oh yeah, a lot of politicians try to stay on message. Homemaker and singer. Oh, is that a double definition? Might be homemaker as in a builder. Is it going to be the name of a specific singer or just maybe a type of voice? Yeah, I don't get it. Concluded one far right group was making a mistake. All right, well, I think I got this by thinking about made a mistake might be erred, and one could be I. The far right group is the National Front, so inferred to conclude. Woman's purpose to pick up dreamy lover. Ah, what's the definition here? I think it might be lover or maybe even dreamy lover. Woman is probably W, purpose could be end. Does that pick up or surround a word for dreamy? And it's going to mean lover. No. Having strong desire succeeded moving up top. Ooh, 1-5. What is that letter before the dash? An A? Like a type A personality or something, having strong desire. And then succeeded. I think we have to think of a word for succeeded and then move up its top. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Moving up its top letter. Well, its top letter is already at the top. Yeah, I don't see that one at all. Marshy land in inlet, edges well away from ground. All right, I think the inlet edges might be the I and T. So we might put marshy land inside of IT, and it's going to mean well away from ground. That doesn't seem right. But I'm thinking the marshy land might be fen. I fent. I don't think so. Or maybe it's the IT followed by well away from ground, and that's going to make them marshy land. No, I don't see it. Cheese knife takes hearty slice. Is it going to be a cheese? Knife takes. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, yes, it's a hearty slice of knife takes, and we get feta. All right, we've looked at everything once. All right, where are we? How are we doing? This one now. Yeah, so it's not exactly what I thought it was because of that M. Well, actually, the N too, so. But beginning to chant this, it must be sing or song, I would think. Oh, and of course, I may be wrong about the S, but I do like sing or song. About to take pew. Maybe it's just a word for to take a pew is to sit. Or maybe kneel, but I think generally it would be take a pew, tell someone to sit down, and then a word for shy. No. Here's our A city rises from the ashes. Yeah, I'm wondering if we do have a three-letter city backwards after A, and it's going to be maybe something you get from ashes. But what would that city be? And then this should be if phi. I'm very unsure of phi. What is that ending going to be? Let me pause and ponder what letters could end that word. All right, I had to go to wordplays.com for this one because I could not think of any word. But apparently there is a word, and I don't know how you say it, sainfoin, sainfoin, I don't know. Anyway, it is apparently a pink-flowered plant of the legume family, widely cultivated as a forage crop. So I suppose it is something you feed your cattle or pigs or sheep or whoever. Anyway, so wrong about A. It is sin about A. And then a bit of news. I think that must be an anagram of info, but I don't know about where there's anything that tells us to anagram info, unless, about. But no, to me, wrong about A is telling us SAIN. So I don't see how you get a bit of news to be FOIN. No, I don't see it. Anyway, still don't know what this is. Oh, how about shed? Oh, if you're grave, then you might be sober. So of course I said cry, but sob. And then Queen is Elizabeth ER. All right, in the past. Ooh, so it's not long ago. But what is a three-letter word ending in S? Is it? Maybe it's in another language, Latin. Could have. Oh, put out stern first. Maybe it's something ass. Um, Something S. Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, out of hospital now, clear of depression. We have a G. No, I don't see it. And they may relieve tension. We have a Y there. That should be helpful. No, I'm not seeing anything for that one. Some may catch one. No. Well, of course, I'm still not sure about that S. Let me remove that. Our secret message now ends in E. Doesn't start in verse. Yeah, that's I mean, a word that doesn't start, you think, okay, you just drop the last. Ah, of course, a secret message could be a code. And if that doesn't start, then you get an ode, a verse. All right. Well, this was our value bus lane. Yeah, let me try. Actually, I'm going to put in the NESS just because I think it's going to be bus lane plus ESS. Did I get that right? And value. Oh, well, I was going to say usefulness. Oh, could it be usableness? I think it is. I don't know that word. I mean, again, it's one that you can work out what it means, but I would have said usability, although maybe usability is more how easy it is to use, and usableness is whether it can be. It's probably a very fine distinction there. All right, we're nearly at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and check this one. It is right. Yeah, very strange word. Ooh, our marshy land now. I was not expecting a B. In inlet, edges well away from ground. Oh, marshy land must be a bog. Marshy land in inlet, edges well away. Why well away? Yeah. Does the bog contain? I don't see a usual indicator other than edges, I suppose. Marshy land and inlet. Edges well. Oh, well might be okay. Oh, away from ground? What is that? I mean, is bocog a word? It might be ground as in something that is ground. No, I don't see that one at all. Okay, here's our soldier. Yeah, and I think it's going to be an anagram of near. Is it going to include that R or that A? Yeah, so let me pause and try and think of a soldier type of word that might have an N there or there. Oh, maybe we have another R, E, N. That doesn't look right. Let me pause and think about it. Well, I couldn't work it out, so in the end I had to go to wordplays.com again and I saw mercenary. So it is the word near anagram, and yeah, it goes around that A there. And pity, I suppose, if you pity somebody, yeah, you have mercy on them. Show pity, show mercy. That's what I was trying to say. All right. Ooh, our homemaker and singer. Wow. Oh, that's very clever. We have to lift and separate homemaker. As we often see, if you are at home, you are in. And if you make something, maybe you form it. And an informer is a singer, just not a musical singer. So it's not a sister's beginning. About to take pew, shy after sister's beginning to chant this. Oh, I think it's Nunc Dimittis. Oh, oops. Is it like this? I'm going to have to pause and look it up. It's a Latin prayer hymn, I suppose. Yes, that is the way it's spelt, and it comes from the Gospel. Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace. All right. How does the wordplay work? About to take pew, shy. Yeah, I don't see this one at all. I have not got a notion. That's yeah, I'm completely baffled by that. Dim? Could dim be shy? I don't think so. About to take pew. No, completely baffled. All right, let's try and get this one. They may relieve tension, but be sad to do this. Weary heads, rosary beads. No, that doesn't fit. They may relieve tension. Yeah, is that going to be another E, an A, an N, an R? Yeah, let me pause, and if I can't think of anything, I'm going to have to use wordplays.com again. Ah, well, I was going through the alphabet and I thought again of beads, but it's not rosary beads, it's worry beads. And so it's one of these where you solve the clue first, and then the answer reads like a cryptic definition. To worry beads might be to anagram beads, and that would give you be sad. So be sad to do this. That's very clever. Oh, of course, I never thought of was in the past. I'm wondering if it could be Time Was, which is a song by Wishbone Ash, I think. In the past, Cutter put out. Maybe the final S is stern first. Oh, no, no, I think it is a reversal as I first thought. Stern first, I think, because we have saw, and to put out is to emit. So it is time was. There we go. All right, out of hospital, clear of depression. Okay. Other than hospital being H, could it be a 5-letter word for out followed by H for hospital? Or maybe it's a word for clear. Ah, yes. I think clear might be through, Throughh. Without that first H, it becomes trough, which might be a depression in the land, a trough. All right, peace and quiet in a number of families. Yeah, how do we? Oh, quiet can also be SH, telling someone to hush. OSH, no. A number of families. Oh, I'm wondering about order. I think I think it might be simply a triple, or no, I think it's a double definition. I think peace and quiet might be order. And then in biology, I suppose a number of families constitute an order. I think that may be it. All right, so, let me make a note of that and we'll check it at 15 squared. All right, some may catch one tampering with fruit tree. Oh, I think some may catch is a homophone indicator. And I think I have heard of some plant or tree called medlar, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. But obviously, it sounds like somebody who is meddling. I think that's how that works. All right, a city rises from the ashes. Let me pause and look at my possibilities at wordplays.com. Well, as I was typing it into wordplays.com, I thought of the word anew, which might mean from the ashes. I just don't get how a city rises is when a city, WEN. Yeah, I don't get that, but let me go ahead and check it. It is right, so we'll have to go to 15 squared to see why it's right. All right, this was our glue. Oh, actually, let me look at 23 first, because I'm thinking this might be bayou, which would be marshy land. In inlet edges, well away from ground. Yeah, I do not see that one either, so we'll make a note. Let's go ahead and check it. It is right. Now that gives me a U for one coming from nowhere. Puts out pictures. Oh, I wonder if puts out might tell us to anagram puts. But then that's going to begin with U. No, there's no pronounceable combination. Oh no, it could be yes, actually it is that. And then pictures might be art. I went to see some pictures, I went to see some art. And one coming out of nowhere would be an upstart. That's clever. All right, woman's purpose to pick up dreamy lover. Pick up could be reversal, but could also be a homophone. I'm wondering if it is her. Woman's purpose might be her something. Oh, I think it might be her purpose, might be her aim, and that is picked up to give Hermia. Is it something to do with Hermes? Let me pause and look that one up. She's a character from a Midsummer Night's Dream. So dreamy lover. Hermia, there we go. All right, having strong desire, succeeded moving up top. Wow. Yeah, let me pause and run through the letters of the alphabet for that all-important first letter. Well, I thought of a t-shirt as I ran through the alphabet, which would be a top, but I don't get the wordplay. Having strong desire, succeeded, yes, so strong desire is a thirst. Oh, and that's right, succeeded can be the letter S. I think from a, Debrett's peerage or a genealogy or something like that. Someone succeeded, someone might be the letter S, and that moves up. Yeah, and then that gives us a top. Ooh. So now I'm not straight in the feet. Wow. I'm not, yeah, so could it be an anagram of I'm not, but no, there's nothing to tell us to anagram it. I was actually on the right lines with my biped because it's I am by. I think we may have had this clue or very similar one before because feet in poetry are, well, an I am is the singular I-A-M-B, and so I think the plural is I am be. All right, very clever. All right, just the one left, but wow, I've had a workout today for the brain. I'm going to have to lie down after this one. All right, gloom and doom. Yeah, so I did think it might be. So I think it might be a run of programs, might be a mini series. So, yes, a gloom and doom are miseries, and they are crushing popular are in. All right, I had all the parts of that one, I just couldn't put it together. Let's check all. Everything's still there. Yeah, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Eileen. She said it's only 10 days since, she blogged Imogen's prize crossword, by the way, based on a comment by Adrian. I did try this weekend's prize crossword. Very, very difficult. In fact, I couldn't finish it. The video for that one will be coming out, I think, on Sunday, late on Sunday. If you want to watch me suffer through that one. Anyway, let's see. Nice combination of clue types, meticulous cluing, ingenious constructions, and some neat misdirection. All right, what ones did I wrote down quite a few I didn't quite get. Yeah, order was just a double definition. And then 18. All right, so, sit is take a pew. It's all a reversal, is it? Sit plus timid is shy. Beginning to chant. And then it comes after, and sister is a nun. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Anyway, it's part of last Sunday's gospel reading. Candlemas. All right. I think of, usableness. She says a horrible word, but I'm afraid it's in both Collins and Chambers. All right. And read is an old word for advice. Oh, Hamlet. Very good. Then on the Downs, Medlar. She just says fruit tree, doesn't say what kind of fruit tree that is, and I didn't look it up. And when is a city literally a sebaceous cyst, used of a large overcrowded city after William Cobbett's description of London as the Great Wen. Ugh. And there was that word, Sain Foin. Didn't know that one. All right, and then bayou. Oh, an inlet, of course, is a bay. And then the edges taken away from ground. Oh, yeah, usually in wordplay, when you drop starting or ending letters, it's just one letter, but here we have to take two letters at the start and two letters at the end. All right, so Body Cheetah says tough stuff from Imogen with Yoda grammar. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks of it as Yoda. And usableness shouldn't be a word. Ballerina was barely cryptic, yeah, but I was grateful for that. Yeah, so Nunc Dimittis featured in the closing credits of the original. I think I have that on DVD. I must dust that out. I'll dust it off at some point and watch that again, and then compare to the film with Gary Oldman. So yeah, very, very tricky workout, but I got there in the end. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.